condo, and there's a one-light BMW. One-light BMW. There's no way that a person with a BMW would not fix their lights. They are probably very, very vain and would not have their car look like that unless it was on purpose. But just be aware that it was. I saw a BMW and a Mercedes, in perfect condition with one light, with one light this morning. Yeah. So I mean, now I have it completely. Like, my attackers don't need to get anybody around me, because the remote attacks are so powerful. They've got the signal, attached to me, and I really am going to go get this checked out, because I was reading up on the RFID chips, and I know I mentioned this, but 1 in 3. I mean, they're doing studies where 1 in 3 people have RFID chips inside, like of their teeth or their ears or somewhere, and they don't even know. They don't know when they're getting them. So I'm very sure. I did $20,000 worth of dental work, probably about 5 years ago. That's not when it started. That's not when my attacking started, but that's when it got a whole lot worse. That's when it got, and here's a sheriff, I think. No, it's a city police. I think I got it on tape. You'll see, I can predict it now, because I'm seeing the pattern here, and there's a light change on me. I'm seeing the pattern now that I've started driving. I will begin to, and since I'm doing videos especially, it's not just because I started driving, because I'm doing videos, I think that the DHS Fusion Centers can work on me. They can say, this guy had a camera in his car, he's a person of interest, so we need to go look at him. So I'll have more authority figures caravanning me as I go day to day. And I will just kind of keep doing videos like this. I'll do another spurt of them, to just experiment with that, and to see, and to kind of hunt down the evidence, and put the evidence on my USB drives. We've got to fight this. The things that they've done to me are unimaginable, and I know that they're happening to millions of people around the world, millions of people just in America who this is happening to. Some people who don't even know that it's happening to them. So we have to do this. I was kind of making the point earlier. I know there are going to be, non-TIs who are like, you're a raving lunatic and you need to take your meds. I don't care. This stuff is really happening. I have to listen to people who are going through horror, and these people who do it, I can vouch for this, because I'm a TI with V2K. There are some without V2K, but they do not care. Like, they think that they have the right to control my life and decide whether I live or die, or am tortured and raped, or not. They believe that they have that power. And there's a one-light SUV. I can get that on tape. So they're crazy, and they think that they have the authority to do this, even though they're hiding up in houses. So it's important. They are insane. And the problem is with our psychology is, I've been kind of researching with these videos, the Darren Brown videos, as people do it more and more. In my situation, that the video Darren Brown push, that correlates with how my attackers work. At the beginning of this guy, like 5 years ago, they switched the weaponry to him, and at the beginning it was playful. He was kind of doing the high-pitched noise. It wasn't. And there's another one-light white truck. Keep note of the frequency of how this happens. Mathematicians out there who are non-TIs, you tell me the probability of this. I know that it is stalkers. There's an empty trailer, lots of trailers. And it happens like this to me, and they do it big time because they want people who are non-TIs to look at these videos and be like, look, he's looking at every car and saying this. But they are doing this on purpose. DHS Fusion Centers have hooked up with this directed energy weapon program. I don't even know if people in DHS, like even at the top, are really doing it on purpose. but somebody pulling the strings has connected this directed energy weapon to DHS Fusion Center and InfraGard that works for FBI. And it's compartmentalized horror. These people who are being harassed and followed, one-light cars caravanning them, authority figures caravanning them, they are being microwaved to death. Microwaved to death, their minds being manipulated with electromagnetic frequencies. Please, everybody, research this. I do cry out for help from people who are non-TIs. I do give a cry out for help, and this is what I do. This is what I can do here, because police won't listen to us. Our families won't listen to us in most cases. So this is what I'm doing. I'm going to try and do more. I do more, but this is what I do. And here's another one light white truck coming up. Mathematicians. Not that one. There it is right there. Just keep getting them on tape. I'm going to go ahead and just do this video out. Because I'm going to, do it till the battery runs out. Not the battery runs out, but the film runs out. I'm going to go ahead and do it till the film runs out. And there's a one light car right there. Note the frequency. And I'm going to keep doing it because they're doing it a lot to me. And the way that it works is the more videos I do, the more they'll do it to me. I've figured out that equation now. So I will be doing it more and more, and then hooking on to the kind of vehicular stalking I get, in hopes, and I know TI, like I'm gonna be speaking about what's happening in my case for TIs to listen to, but I really want to get this evidence so that it will kind of perk up non-TIs' ears and their eyes, and the people who don't want injustice in our society know that there's a great injustice, the biggest injustice I've known of in American history or world history. And it's happening to American citizens and citizens around the world. So I do cry out for y'all to research this, to not just blow it off. I know that's something that you might feel. You might feel like, oh my God, whatever, one light cars, blah, blah, blah. Please don't blow this off. Fight that conditioning. Fight that in your mind. Children, women, teenagers, innocent men and women are being attacked by this stuff. It is life and death. So please do not shrug it off. Please fight that in your mind and go study this. Do what you can do to help out in this and get people aware. Please, there are lives being lost. Okay? So, and also I did want to mention, because I noticed this in the Darren Brown, where he got the guy to confess to murder. What he did at the beginning, which was a psychological push, is he got this comedian, the guy, the target, and I think they actually do call these people target sometimes in the video, which is just insane. But they got a comedian that this guy really respected, like had a CD of him in his car, like loves this comedian. They had him at the place, and it just looked like a random kind of thing. And the comedian rejected him, like acted like he was mad at something the guy said or something like that. Now that's a part of a psychological push to make people feel guilt. So I noticed that, in my vehicular stalking, there's a lot of policemen, sheriffs, authority figures, firemen, EMS, DHS Fusion Center workers. In one of the aspects of this, they try and make the target individual feel like crap. And I guess that's common sense. It's common sense that, when authority figures are caravanning you while you're being murdered, it's going to make you feel psychologically bad. But they explain why this works. They explain the psychological aspect of what that plays on in the human being in this video. It plays on a part of us, and it hurts us psychologically when we're being hurt, or an authority figure rejects us or acts like we're the bad guys. It affects us. And I'll tell you what, learning about this stuff and demystifying a lot of the things that these gang stalkers do through this one way. There are other ways. It empowers me. It empowers me, and it can empower anybody, who research. It really empowers me because I'm like, okay, they're trying to make me feel guilty while they're murdering me. they're trying to use this kind of NLP and stuff like this, you know, to make me feel a certain way while they kill me. You know, my family members don't believe me. There's a purpose for that. There's an angle. There's a psychological angle for a takedown of a human being. Here's a empty trail. Well, it's not empty. But there's a psychological angle. There's a reason why they do this. You know, and we've got to start looking at this as, you know, they build up these DHS fusion centers for a lot of different reasons too. Things that are happening in our society right now, especially bad things that I see, they're done for many, many reasons. You know, and I've said that on my video a lot. A lot of TIs come on, they're like, they're doing it for this, or they're doing it for that. They're doing it for a lot of different reasons. For money, you know, for control, to learn more about the human mind, what we're going to do to maybe silence, you know, people who are not compliant, for a lot of different reasons that I haven't named. You know, but, gosh, and the storm, there's a storm coming. But alright guys, so I'm just hanging in there. This is what I felt like I could do, and I really want to, you know, a lot of other TIs, you know, are setting that example. When we can't do anything, when nobody will listen to us, there's always, you know, a video you can make, or you can write it in a journal to take evidence down. You can get on a conference call and tell your story, or you know, listen to some of the experts on defense. Even when you feel like there's nothing you can do, there is something you can do. And we'll do that kind of stuff that we have to do until we can, you know, take this program down, which is in the works right now. A lot of people are coming from a lot of different angles, you know, to build awareness, get this technology out into the public so they can't do such horrible things. Here's another one-light SUV coming up, right there. One-light SUV, and just keep note of the frequency, how often it happens. And a lot of people who deal with logic, who aren't TIs, you watch my other videos. This is not coincidence. This is set up to harass people, to patrol them, and people in society really don't know the whole story. They don't know what they're doing. They're told that we're dangerous, or that we're a person of interest, or any kind of blah blah blah, terrorist watch, blah 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 blah. But really what's happening is that people who are getting directed energy weapons tested on them, or just people who have hooked into this program, they're not even testing it, they're just testing out torture. You know, they are being caravanned and harassed by the DHS fusion centers. Wittingly or unwittingly, it's still happening. You know, so it's still happening, and you know, if you unwittingly murder a person, you're still murdering them. So still happening. And y'all can tell I'm angry. I'm a little bit amped up today. They've just been, you know, heavy signals, just messing with my mind all the time, you know, messing with my emotions and stuff. So I am a little bit worked up. I'm gonna have to put this video out in like 5 parts. I hate that. I can't get a full video put out. It takes like 2 days to upload it. I don't know. I might try and do, you know, just 2 parts on this one. I might. But all right, guys. I'm gonna kind of get with my day. I'm gonna go have Thanksgiving with my family tomorrow. There's a one-light car right there. The frequency of it is just. I might go to 45 minutes, guys, because I did want to say. No, I think I'm going to end it at 30 minutes. I'll make a video later, guys. I've kind of been rambling on a lot. I'm going to kind of you know, try and think of some other stuff to do today. But I love you guys. I hope y'all are doing good. Please comment, and I'll try and get to it. Your comments, you know, I read them all, but I can't answer all of them. But please, you know, leave a comment. I love y'all. I hope y'all are doing alright. I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving. I'll probably make a video tomorrow after Thanksgiving. Alright. I will see you guys on the next one. Love y'all.